diva, but when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Quarterback making checks. Try to get it to the edge. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
On the ground, it's Patterson. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Hout. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught, it's Fritz. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Fritz. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pattis. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw again. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, fine. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to take off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Houghton. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. It's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll start this drive firing. Snagged out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
fourth down, trying to find his man. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways. And on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Houck. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Catch in the middle. It's Pettis. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. He might want another play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man, it's Houck. Gets it out fast. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Roberts. Just plowing ahead. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Tight end now in motion. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Direct snap. It's Pettis. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal for the offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Palmer.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. You can put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown. Even if you don't get it, they still have to drive the entire field on your defense.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it. Sneaks into the end zone.
But you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Cat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Pettis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Throws for the end zone. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The DBs will back off a bit. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Florida.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He's looking to pass. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Hout. Rushes on him. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense changing the play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Gators want to move quickly.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The throw. Catch in the middle. It's Montgomery. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, when he has the strength to get back up, nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gators! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Scanning the field, it's Houck. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry up. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. He'll set up to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
Second down after that incompletion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Going to swing it on second down. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Hey, quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Lost a throw on first down. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Past the 50. At the 30. 10. Touchdown, Ohio State.
like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. And he lays out, and he's got it down the left side. And the Gators will hustle to the line. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense
turning it on. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. They're going to ride this running back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Oregon is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at foie gras on the menu tonight in Eugene. They're trailing by 21 to Clemson. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. The 40. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
At the 19-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Had to throw it before he wanted.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Scrambling away. He'll throw it. This time it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Just keep slinging it. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. At the 45 on its way. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the punishment has been extended. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The play-action fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback, get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. To the air, it's Houck. Here comes the heat. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. You get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Now improvising. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he tags on the extra point. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Swings it out to his running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. 3rd and short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.